Dice Tower Tonight, episode 31.
It's almost Thanksgiving! Woo!
Welcome to Dice Tower Tonight, a video cast about board games and card games, and especially the people who play them. On tonight's show, Crystal is in Dallas for BGG Con, so Tom and I try to live vicariously by trying to guess her battling Topps tournament character. Plus, we play another of Tom's devious games, and we take our questions live. I'm Eric Summerer, and joining me now, the George Newman and Pamela Finkelstein to my Stanley Spadowski, Tom and Crystal.
The who and who? It's just me, Eric.
You're right. We don't have Crystal. So we've been trying. Crystal is live at BGG Con right now, and we checked in with her, but her connection, the Wi-Fi on the floor of BGG Con is really spotty right now. So she's actually changing locations, trying to join us in just a few minutes, but it's possible we may not see her. But if that's the case, she should just go have fun because she's at a game convention.
That's what we were saying. I have to say, I'm slightly jealous, but not full-on jealous.
Oh, I'm full-on jealous. Like, people have been tweeting pictures. I'm almost to Dallas, and I'm here on BGG Con. Here's the line of me waiting at BGG Con. Here's the registration. Here's me sitting down for my first game. Yeah, super jealous.
No, but you should be jealous because you get to go to so many conventions most people don't get to go to.
Okay, yes, but that doesn't mean I can't be jealous of all the fun people that are at this one.
I get that, but you're going to Dice Tower Retreat in a couple of weeks. We're going to PAX in 2 weeks.
I get it.
And then the Dice Tower Retreat right after that.
I get it, but BGG Con is now. And it just happens that I'm recording a book that it's while interesting, it's about economics and parenting decisions, and it's got all this data and stuff. So it's kind of dense and dry and academic. And I keep thinking I could be playing Essen games right now, but
dude, they're right over there. Oh
yeah, all those went to you. I've got some. I can be playing some.
So what is the best game you played from Essen so far?
I think it's still Myolica, which we talked about on the podcast that just posted yesterday. The tile laying one, I still really like that. My copies just arrived. I got 3 copies. I think I'm going to bring one to the Dice Tower Retreat for the prize table.
Probably should, because I think our copy is in the Pallets of Doom, and I have no idea where they are. They're on the water somewhere. Whoa.
I think I'm going to bring one wrapped for the prize table, and I think I'll bring my copy as well so I can play it.
I played a game recently, this past Saturday, that really enjoyed, and I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, and that's Smartphone Inc.
Okay, I got the quick rundown of Smartphone Inc. and it looked interesting, and I was really excited to hear your opinion.
So what's neat about Smartphone Inc., folks, is you get these 2 cardboard tokens that have grids on them with different symbols, and on your turn, you take them and you're going to put them in various ways, and the symbols that are then showing are going to affect the rest of the actions that you take that turn. So you can flip them over. The more squares you cover up, the more cell phones you'll produce. So maybe this will produce 4 cell phones. This will only produce 1, but it gives me more symbols. That concept in alone is really cool. It's very similar to a game called Patchwork, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole game's kind of focused around that. You then are selling cell phones. You can sell them for a cheaper price, and more people will buy them, but you get a cheaper price for them. And then you're fighting to sell them all over the world in a global type economy, increase your technologies. It's a fairly straightforward economic game. There's almost 0 luck in it, and I was just very impressed by it.
Nice. How long did it play?
I want to say 90 minutes, maybe a little bit less. It's 5 rounds of 8 actions, and honestly, the longest part is people doing this, right? Like, because once you do that, then you just go through the actions. Boom, 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 boom. You know, research a technology. There's like 6. Pick one. Are you going to expand from your territory? Yes or no? And which direction? There's only a few directions. I mean, there's some choices, right? But it's that initial how you're going to put things down. That's the biggest choice. And then you get more tiles that you can place on it. It is juicy, heavy. You should play it when you come to the Dice Tower Retreat.
Awesome. I would love to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So I know that you start out in different sections. You get like home bases at different points in the map. how quickly did you start running into each other and competing with the other players?
I would say, well, not the first turn. I mean, I guess you could really get in each other's face the first turn, but that would be a lot of work. You're kind of just selling in your own region.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, let's see, out of 5 rounds, a little bit of competition second, third, fourth, and fifth for sure.
Okay.
There's just not enough space to go around. And so people are going to be fighting over that space. And then some people in each space will only buy a phone if it has a certain technology.
Right.
So if I bought that technology and Eric hasn't, then I can sell to them and not worry about Eric's competition to those particular people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Yeah.
This is I played 2 games that had basically no luck in them. That was one. The other was from Queen Games franchise.
Okay, yes. I was looking at this. This made my short list. I hovered over the demo area at Queen and started like reading the rules, and no one came over to say, hey, do you want to sit down to play? And so I sort of wandered away again.
Hey, it's 2 for the price of 1.
Woo!
Well,
maybe not. Briefly, we saw Crystal and Ambi. Let's look. Nope, it's black.
I think
Well,
we get a still image of Crystal and Ambi.
All right, well, it's not a terrible thing to have. Okay, well, once they show up, we'll talk. But oh, wait. Hang on, Bob. I'm getting something.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear us?
We can hear you, but we cannot see you.
Correct. I turned off the video in hopes that the audio would come through.
All right.
This makes the best type of YouTube videos.
Okay, fine. Here, I'm turning it back on, and we'll see what happens. Hey!
That doesn't look too bad.
Eric,
We are.
while you were gone, Eric was talking about his what's the word for it? His unjustifiable jealousy.
Okay. Why is it unjustifiable?
It's not
because
unjustifiable.
he goes to conventions all the time. He's whining.
I am
we
whining
wish you
for
were
good
here,
reason.
both of you.
That is a really fun convention. BGG Con is amazing, and I hope you two are having a great time.
We are.
Yes.
It's been awesome so far. This is my very first BGG Con, so I'm very excited.
I really like BGG Con.
What have you done
for
so
many
far
years,
today?
right?
I've played a bunch of games. So here, hold on. Let me pull out my list because that'll be easier. So things I have played today. I played Sprawlopolis, Welcome to, Crisscross, Majolica, Marble Bobsleigh 3 times because that was fun.
Really?
Wait a minute. Okay, hold the phone here. Marble Bobsleigh. They showed me how to play it at Essen, and it looks really dumb.
Oh yeah, no, it's dumb. It's definitely dumb. Like, I'm not saying it's not dumb, but the thing is, like, the tracks are really simple, and it's just like you send these little colored marbles down tracks, and then you have your own marbles that are on separate tracks. But when you're sending the first set down, if 2 marbles that are the same color touch, then a race starts. Everybody has to pull their flag of that color, and then their marble starts rolling, but you can blow on it to make it go faster. So everybody's leaning in towards the table, blowing on these marbles, and the tracks are pretty short, so the races are really quick. But like, it was nonsense, and I loved it.
But would you buy it for the amount of space it is?
It depends on how much it costs, truthfully. The space would not bother me. I have a very large house, so I can find space. But the money, I mean, it depends. Because, yeah, it's big, and it does, I imagine it's pricey, but I didn't look up how much it costs. I would buy this. I would play it all the time.
It was €40, if I remember correctly. But
That's not that bad.
It came in a box that was this big. It was like this tall.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gigantic box that has its own handle. As soon as I saw the box, and I fiddled with the launch mechanism, and I thought it seemed very flimsy. And when those two things together, I passed on it at Essen. It was high on my list of things to check out, but it just seemed too bulky to bring home. But now, Crystal, you are saying this is worth it, and now I feel sad again.
Here we go. Now we're in a chair. Hooray.
Well, we are glad to have Ambi joining us because she's usually in chat the second half of the show. Ambi, this is what,
Yes.
8th BGG or something like that?
No, just my third. Third year.
Were we ever there at the same time? We must have been once.
Yeah, the first year.
That was the final year of the Battling Tops. Awesomeness.
For us.
In general, Eric, it no longer
I think they
exists.
still have battling tops.
Yeah. So our question from the intro, Crystal, is what is your Battling Tops nickname going to be?
I didn't know I needed a Battling Tops nickname. You know, in high school, I was in an improv troupe and they called me Q Dog, but that was because my last name at that point started with a Q, so I don't feel like that fits anymore. Because my last name no longer starts with a Q.
Yeah, and P-Dog is not probably what you want.
P-Dog.
P-Dog.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, that's definitely it now, apparently. So, I don't know. I'll have to think of that.
Well, this is fantastic that there is 3 people. I can now have a 3-way game.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Did you not want to talk about the game I
Good at these
prepared?
games.
I have a game to talk about, too, because I
All
got
right.
ready for it.
Go ahead, talk about it.
You may recognize this from our
yeah.
I
previous
recognize
competition.
that.
Upstream is a game about salmon that are trying to swim upstream. Each player gets 4 of these little tokens, and you've got these tiles that represent different hazards that you will run into as you try and swim upstream. And there's bears that will grab you if you try and jump. Like you can swim by a bear, no problem. But if you jump, then the bear's going to smack you down. There's these eagles that'll swoop down and grab you, but then they fly away. They just become a water tile after that, after they grab one fish. There's herons that if you stop on them, I can't find the heron now. You stop on them, they'll stop you. There's barricades. Here's a bear. It's a barricade. See?
A barricade. Uh-huh.
It's
That's
a
not in the
waterfall.
rules. You made that
I
nonsense.
made that up. There's a waterfall that you have to jump over. You get 5 movement points on your turn. You have to split those amongst all of your tokens. It costs extra movement to jump. Usually it's just 1 movement to move tiles around. There's also a limit as to how many fish or tokens can be on each space. Usually it's the number of players, but there's rock tiles that reduce that number. And so a lot of the time you are stuck because you can't get past clusters of fish. So you have to jump over them or swim around them, which may be dangerous. I found the whole thing rather frustrating. Tom sort of indicated this was the worst game ever. I don't think that was the case, but I did find it. I found it
the worst game ever. I just said it was boring.
It all sort of ended up like whoever gets to the end gets to earn extra points on these last couple of tiles, and so it seems like whoever gets to move 2 tiles first is going to do better because they fill up those tiles, and then people can't pass them.
This game has a serious first-person bias. Serious.
For sure, it does. Although the turn order, I think, moves... Does it move counterclockwise? It moves in a weird way that you do sort of lose that first player advantage at some point.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you get it at the right point, you win the game. You can't be stopped.
It's true. Also, the tiles start going away. Like you start out on a cluster of tiles, and the first round, nothing gets taken away, and you add 3 more tiles as the river extends. But then the tiles that you started on start going away. And if you're stuck on those tiles that go away, those fish are dead. So if you do have that, if you are going late in the turn order and you get stuck for the first couple of rounds, you might be in big trouble and not be able to move all of your fish off of those starting tiles and lose several of them right off the bat. I don't know. There's variance in here to sort of twist things up and stuff. But yeah, I'm not maybe slightly more enthusiastic than Tom on Upstream, but not much.
That's the same thing. Everyone knows that when you go, I don't know, that's like going, burn it, for any other normal human being.
I'm not going to keep it, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah.
Maybe you could explain that one variant in there where they're like, take a bunch of movement points, and when you're done moving, pass whichever ones you use to the next person.
Yes.
And then they...
Well, that's how many they get then.
And pass. But why would you not use all your movement points? So it doesn't make any sense.
Because you can then prevent the person who's next from getting to move very much. Like, say I'm in a relatively safe space, and I know that I'm not going to get knocked out this turn, but I know that you need 5 movement points to get all of your fish out of harm's way. So I only
That's
hand
even
you 3.
worse.
Well, yes,
That's
I don't think
even
it's
worse.
better. Anyway, we didn't play that way. I just read about it. There's rapids tiles. We did play with those, and then there's all sorts of weird rules about if the tile that the rapids, it's like an automatic movement to the next space, and if that's full, then what happens and what order do those pieces move in, and then it's like a turn order thing, and you know what? I'm less enthusiastic than I started with. Nah, forget it.
And it's
All right, what's the best game that you guys played today?
What about
Me?
for you, Ambi?
Okay.
So, fun fact, we haven't actually played anything together yet.
Yeah.
We've been busy running around today. So, what's the best game you've played
I
today?
think for me, Escape Tales: The Awakening,
Ooh.
which is this choose your own adventure mixed with like puzzle game.
I haven't heard about this. Now I want to go. Wait, is it in the library? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
So we haven't finished the whole thing because the whole thing is. Yes, that.
There it is.
Very dramatically.
I got one too. I'm waiting. I haven't played it yet. I heard Suzanne was playing this and mentioned on Twitter that it literally freaked her out. That she got spooked playing this game.
Okay. I haven't gotten spooked yet, but
Okay.
So we only played like a little over an hour. We played a couple of locations, and then we wanted to eat lunch. And like it's in the hot game, so the new game, so you can only check it out for 4 hours. So we don't want to like keep it checked out. So we're gonna put it back, and then we were gonna check it out sometime later to finish it off. But I made notes of where we were. So
I'm gonna play it
hopefully we'll be able to
solitaire. That's why it's here.
okay.
I'm hoping it's
Okay.
good. It looks, from my glancing over it looks a little clunky. Is it?
Not super clunky, I don't think. But so it's like it has little paragraphs of story, kind of like Legacy of Dragonhold. So choose your own adventure part, and then it has the cards. So I guess the clunky part is it's like, oh, get card C78, and you have to flip through and get that card. But they're all in order, so that part's easy. Yes, it just takes some time.
Yeah, I want to play this. That sounds fun. I don't know what my favorite is from today. I mean, the bobsleigh game was great, for the record.
I'll say that now.
But I got to play. Whoa, that's my room key. Don't lose that. Tag City, which I actually borrowed from a friend so I could bring it. It's a roll and write game. The theme doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, it's a fun theme, but this is basically a Tetris style roll and write game, but it has a theme of graffiti, and the theme, it makes no sense. So the boards, you have different colors, different colored sections, and you're basically just writing in Tetris pieces. Oh, hey, there's the little punch board where all the Tetris pieces came out of. It'll be easier to show than the actual pieces themselves. So there's Tetris pieces, and depending on what dice are rolled every round, it determines what pieces you have to choose from. You write them onto your board, and then you're trying to fill out rows, columns, and also the colored sections. And you get more points for being the first person to fill out any of those, and you get less points if you fill it out after them. And it's honestly, the graffiti theme is so pasted on, but the game is still fun. And the artwork is colorful because of the theme, so I'm not like mad at the theme by any means, but it could be literally anything. But it was pretty neat. I liked it, and I like that it's, bright, colorful artwork. It's pretty cool. And I like roll and write games, so yeah.
And now it's time to play a game.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so guess the theme of today's game.
Fall?
Add jingles.
Are we all supposed to guess something?
I mean, sure, why not? What do you want to guess?
BGG Con.
All right, so no one gets points starting it.
Oh, we were going to
Thanksgiving.
This is a hard game.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, that's next week.
Oh,
That's
no,
a
that
week
is
from
next
now.
week.
I
Oh my gosh, how is it next?
Look at this. Here's my list of food I'm making. I have another list of food I need to buy. I'm prepping like a madman. I'm so excited.
I bought stuff last week.
Oh, it's exciting. Okay. I actually went and ordered some stuff today, pies and things. Okay, so let's talk about Thanksgiving. So we're going to start with Abby since she's new and or doesn't play very often, I guess. 10 points up here. So what foods were at the first Thanksgiving were on the first Thanksgiving menu? If you get it correct,
You just
get
name
10
something.
points.
Okay. Corn.
Corn is correct, although it technically is flint corn, but we will allow corn. All right, Crystal.
Okay, well, corn was the only thing I was sure about because I know most traditional Thanksgiving foods were not at the, but they had
I'm
to have
pretty
meat
sure
of
pumpkin pie was there.
I feel like I don't think it was actually there, but I'm gonna say turkey just because whatever.
It says technically wild turkey, but we will accept turkey.
Uh-oh.
Eric.
Apples.
Yeah, that's nothing for you. All right, Bambi.
I can't think of other food.
Just think of something funny then. That's what's the best part of this.
Wait, I thought you
pumpkin pie.
Huh?
She said pumpkin pie.
No. But points for rebellion. All right, Crystal.
Potatoes.
No. Eric.
Ooh, I have a good one maybe.
Cranberries.
Look at chat, right?
Yeah, no, don't look
No.
at chat.
Oh, I love cranberries.
I wouldn't listen to chat because one of them just said Twinkies.
Oh,
And
I didn't even look at chat.
seems
We
problematic.
don't have chat up on the screen at all because we're just struggling to connect to this.
Bread.
No, there was no bread that I know of. Crystal.
Wine.
No. Eric.
These are Puritans. We don't want that. How about fish?
Fish is on the list. All right.
Ah.
One more go round. Ambi.
That was a good face you just made. That's good video content right there.
Oh my gosh. Orange is.
No, but there's no scurvy. Crystal.
Yams.
No. Eric.
Squirrel.
No, but that's a good guess. So here's what you guys missed. Wild goose or duck. Deer or venison. Shellfish and eels.
Eels.
No.
All right. Here we go. 25 points to whoever gets the closest to the answer. Not without going over, just closest in general. How many people attended the first Thanksgiving?
Should we all guess simultaneously or what's
No,
the
Crystal,
you know?
first.
I'm first. Okay, the number of people that attended the first Thanksgiving is 47.
47. All right, Eric.
31.
All right, Ambi.
Maybe I'm too high. I was gonna say 82.
82. The correct answer is 140.
Oh wow.
Oh, yay.
Yes, yay. About time we got someone who knows how to play these games. All right.
You know, he said that to me when I started on this show too. So don't ride that train as long as you can, Ambi.
I'm not good at these
Well,
games.
for Crystal, it lasted a whole episode. What percent of Americans, this is the same thing. Well, Eric, you're going to go first this time. What percent of Americans have more than 12 seats at their Thanksgiving table?
More than 12.
For example, I fall into this category because I think I'm up to 19.
I'll say 57%.
All right, Abby.
63%.
Hey, Crystal.
24%.
Woo! The answer is 28%. So Crystal is back in the game.
I soon I was like, there's no
Well, I was thinking
way.
it would count all of them,
Yeah,
and so it would be more.
it's a lot of people.
There's a lot of 4 people Thanksgivings, I think, and maybe some old people sitting together at a table by themselves. All right. What is the average amount that Americans spend on the Thanksgiving meal? Who's first this time? Amber, you are.
Amber.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I'm cheap.
Well, then you're going to balance me out because I don't want to know how much I'm spending.
Okay, I have to say something big. $250.
So just to clarify your answer, you're saying the average American spends $250 on a Thanksgiving meal.
The meal for the whole family? Like,
Yes, the meal for the whole family.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that.
I'm gonna say $163.
All right, Eric.
$162.
Oh, you jerk face!
The answer is actually $50.11.
I think that whatever.
No, I mean seriously. If you buy a turkey, you get a turkey for like $20, and you buy some corn and a few other things. It's not that expensive.
Well, right, but if more than a fourth of American households are feeding more than 12 people, that I was trying to factor that in, kind of.
Oh my goodness! Stop doing math. All right.
That's good. Didn't you used to be a teacher?
Yeah, I know it. Okay, so now let's jump back to another top 9 list. What? And for this question, there's actually only 8 because I'm not going to do the number 1. No one can pick the number 1. The most popular pies. This is a random question I found. The most popular pies that people want at Thanksgiving meal. You cannot say pumpkin pie. That was number 1 by a mile. So we're going to start with Crystal. Can you name one of the 8 remaining pies?
Sweet potato pie.
Oh, you picked the grossest one, but yes.
I mean,
that's pretty good.
That's like those are the 2 classics for Thanksgiving.
No, it's not 2 classics. It's garbage. Sweet potato pie is awful.
Like them.
I got to go with my wife's favorite, apple pie.
Yes, and I like to point out that apple pie is higher than sweet potato pie, so I don't know what this 2 classics thing Crystal's making up.
Okay, well, I grew up in the Midwest, and that's what they eat in the Midwest, so whatever.
The Midwest is, in my opinion, and sorry to all Midwestern people, I think you have the worst food in the world.
What?
I mean, I did move away from there 10 years ago. So.
The Midwest doesn't use many seasonings. That's the problem. Everything there's bland.
I don't know anything.
Okay. You live in the East, Eric. What are you talking about? I got your back.
I'm East now. I grew up in Michigan. Anyway.
And you're boring. No. Okay, I love you, Michiganders. Sorry. I'm going to get so much trouble.
You know what? I think when you say something that quickly, it means it's definitely true in your mind, for the record.
No, I don't think Midwesterns are boring, but I definitely do think Midwest food is boring.
You just think I'm boring, is what you're saying.
What he was going to say. Oh, all right, Amby. How about you name a pie for us?
Okay, pecan pie.
Yes, that's the number 2 answer.
Woohoo! That's what I'm making.
All right, I'm going to say chocolate pie, like French silk pie, basically.
I'm sorry. You need to pick one of those 2.
What?
I'm just kidding. Chocolate pie is fine. Yay! All right.
Let's go with cherry pie.
Yes, number 6. There's 3 pies left.
We already got apple and cherry. Peach.
No, although that is a very good choice. Peach is a delicious pie, much better than sweet potato. I'm giving you 10 points. No, I can't do that. All right, Crystal.
How about lemon meringue?
Yes. 2 pies left. Eric.
Could it be that enough Floridians are on the list? Key lime?
No, it's saddening but true. Okay, I need to clarify a brief moment here. I was just kidding. My wife's family lives in Illinois, and their food is bland and boring. I'm sure all the rest of the food is great. I've been to many great cities, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I like your food. I like food everywhere. My apologies. All you Michiganders are fantastic people.
All the Michiganders have turned off the stream at this point, so all they heard was you dissing
I'm
Michigan.
sorry. Anyway, back to the thing. Abby. All right, is it Abby's turn or Eric's? No,
it's
Eric's
Abby's
a key line. Abby.
Wait, but he took the one I was gonna say again.
He does that a lot.
I know. Strawberry rhubarb.
I'm going to count strawberry. But strawberry rhubarb is an amazing pie.
Is there still one left?
There's one left. So far, you said pecan, apple, sweet potato, chocolate, lemon meringue, cherry, and strawberry.
Well, it doesn't feel like Thanksgiving without banana cream pie.
That's a good guess, but no. Eric.
Cheesecake.
No. Cheesecake is not a pie, although it
Got a
probably
crust.
should be. I know. Okay, so the one you guys missed was blueberry.
Oh, yeah.
Blueberry, okay.
All right, what was the largest turkey ever raised in pounds?
Oh no, this is gonna make me sad.
Why?
Am I first on this?
Yeah.
I know, guaranteed, whatever this turkey was is not a healthy bird, and it makes me sad.
Okay, that's true, but I'm pretty sure it was eaten. All right,
Oh,
Crystal.
well, that makes me feel better. Oh, me first. I'm gonna say 46 pounds.
Okay. Eric.
57 pounds.
All right, Amby.
I was just gonna say 18, so I'm gonna say that.
Wait, you know I've cooked a 20-pound turkey before, but all right.
Okay. See, I never cooked the turkey, so I don't know.
The answer is 86.
Oh my gosh.
That is
Wow,
a lot.
Does make me sad.
Well, I didn't actually read up on what the details were. I was actually doing these same questions with some kids today who I'd like to point out have done a fantastic job compared to you all. But
You were going to say that no matter what, for the record.
yeah, but when I asked like what foods were the first Thanksgiving, they were like boom, 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 because they probably just learned it in class. But anyway.
Yeah, I am not smarter than a fifth grader. We know, Tom. Thank you.
That game show has always bugged me where the question is, are you smarter than a fifth grader? The answer is yes. Yes.
My son has the Wii version of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and plays it all the time because he is a fifth grader and thinks it's hilarious that he's playing this game about being smarter than a fifth grader when he is.
I appreciate that your son thinks that because I think that's hilarious too. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. When people, most Americans, I think it was like 80% or something, say that they actually like Thanksgiving leftovers as much as, if not more, than the actual meal. I don't know about that, but what are the top 5 things that people use leftover turkey for?
Who's first?
You are.
Turkey sandwiches.
That's correct. Amby.
What else do you use turkey for? Can you just like eat it straight? Like
cold turkey?
Yeah.
You're just going
that
cold
is
turkey.
incorrect. Crystal.
Casserole.
Yes. Eric.
Turkey soup.
Yes. Amby.
American. I don't know.
Did you see? Well, you know you are an American, right? You're like Americans.
We don't have leftovers that much, and other than I don't know. Turkey quesadillas.
That's a good guess, but no. Crystal.
Let's go with. Let's see. What else could you do with it? We got the soups, we got the sandwiches, we got the casseroles. Oh my goodness, you could make Thanksgiving leftover pizza.
No. All right, Eric.
That doesn't sound very good.
No, it does not. It sounds horrible.
Cranberry pie.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Amby.
Amber's just shaking her head.
Someone in the comments said bait.
Okay, let's go not turkey. What else is leftovers? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
Last chance, Crystal.
All right, let's go with lunches.
Thanks for that super generic answer. Okay, the next one was chili. This is something I do actually every year. We make turkey chili. It's really delicious. And burgers.
Oh, I almost said that as a joke.
Well, all right, next listing here. This one we'll start with Ambi. When people travel, and a lot of Americans travel for Thanksgiving, what are the most? Do you know that 98% of Americans actually sit down for a Thanksgiving meal? It's really a high percentage.
Wow.
Anyway, and now in the comments, a bunch of people could be like, "Oh, I'm not one of them." Well, you should be. Anyhow, what are the most popular cities that people travel to for Thanksgiving? There's 5 of them.
New York.
Yes. Crystal.
I'm trying to think of what the most populous cities in the world are, because then it just like stands to reason. Everybody leaves Vegas, but a lot of people also travel to Vegas for random holidays. So let's say Vegas, because why not?
Well, why not? Well, because you want to score points. Eric.
Orlando.
Orlando is correct. A lot of people go to Disney for Thanksgiving. Ambi.
Los Angeles.
Yes.
Well, that was my other guess. So, Chicago.
Yes.
What, really?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay.
Wow.
All right, one left, Eric.
Dallas, because they haven't gotten a flight out of BGG Con yet.
No, but that's funny. Who went first to that one? Ambi did. All right, let's wrap it up. The one you all get one last chance. Ambi.
San Francisco.
Yes. Never mind. You don't get one last chance because we're done.
Dang.
Wow.
All right. Starting with Crystal. How many turkeys are raised specifically for eating a year in America?
This is one of those questions where knowing like the population of America would be beneficial, but I don't.
It's like 300 million, I think, something like that.
The question was turkeys, right?
Yeah, the question is.
I don't know if they export turkeys though, so I don't know if that's included in these or not.
Right. I'm gonna say 2 million.
So 2 million. Okay, Eric.
26 million.
26 million. Ambi.
50 million.
50 million. The answer is 235 million.
Whoa.
What?
Now, part 2 to this question. Of that 235 million, how many of those are eaten on Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Percentage-wise or the number?
No, just millions.
Okay.
If it is
Am
millions.
I first on this one?
Yeah, you're first, Eric.
Yeah, you're first.
57 million.
All right, Ambi.
150 million.
Okay, Crystal.
110 million.
And the answer is 46 million.
Woo.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, there's Christmas, and then there's just turkey restaurants are open there's turkey at restaurants all year round.
Turkey
And
restaurant.
lunch meat.
Turkey restaurants.
Not a turkey restaurant, but we'll get to that in a second. Speaking of restaurants, what percentage of Americans eat at restaurants for Thanksgiving? And has anyone here ever done that?
Yes, definitely.
I think I did it once. Yeah.
I don't think I have.
I have not.
At this point, I do almost every year because
Really?
So my husband and I both live very far away from our families. And so if we do not travel back to either Missouri or New York to visit them, then we just go to one of the buffets in Vegas and have a really awesome Thanksgiving dinner there. So
Do they do something special for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they do all of the buffets do a big Thanksgiving meal, and they have literally everything you could ever want on Thanksgiving, in addition to all of the other buffet food that they always have too. So it's really nice. The lines are usually really long, but we kind of know when to go to make it not so bad.
I was going to make fun of you guys for this answer, but now I'm a little jealous.
That's awesome.
Because I don't have to cook, I don't have to clean, I get bottomless mimosas. Yeah, it's just great.
All right. Anyway, what percentage of Americans do what Crystal does? Crystal, you're first.
I'm first. Let's say 19%.
19. All right. Eric.
6%.
6. Ambi.
I had to change my answer, I think. What?
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I was gonna say 18%, but that's really close to Crystal.
I don't care.
So I feel
No,
bad.
that's the way to win this game. Go do that.
You should do
No, okay, fine. I'll say 18%. It's
All
probably
right. The answer is 16%.
Oh,
it. Yeah, that's the way to win.
Eric, you told her to do it.
I know.
All right.
He's very happy about me getting my booty trounced over here.
All right. In America, how many townships have the word turkey in their name? Like, for example, Turkey Creek, Turkey Hill.
Who's first?
Erica's.
17.
All right. Ambi.
42.
Crystal.
Wait. In all of America?
Yeah, that's correct.
How many town lots? Like probably like 589.
All right. That's a good guess, Crystal. The answer is 11.
Really?
Have you ever been to one? Any?
Okay, no, but I also haven't been to most places. So, like, there's a Santa Claus, Indiana. Anything's possible, Tom.
Yes, anything's possible, but
11
500
times.
means there should be like one within 5 miles of you.
Not necessarily.
That-
I don't know it.
Use
It means there's
that.
10 in every state.
All right. These are so much easier when you're the one asking the questions. Like, obviously. All right. Turkey Creek, Arizona is the largest of these cities or townships. I'm sorry, not cities, townships. Very clear. I'm using the word township, not city. What's the population, at least in 2017, of Turkey Creek, Arizona?
Ambi,
And
you're
Crystal, you're first.
Wait, what?
What about Abby?
Ambi, it needs to go first.
I don't have to
Oh,
go.
fine. Amber, you go first.
Okay. 50,000.
Okay, Crystal?
33,500.
Okay, Eric?
506.
The answer is 405. And that's our final question. I don't think this one is close, folks.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I lost a lot.
Tabulation music.
I could give you a tour of
All
our.
righty, in third place with 85 points is Crystal.
Hit me!
Second place had 135. First place had 185, 100 points more than Crystal. Second place is Ambi, and Eric takes home the prize today,
Woohoo!
which means he has to review this game.
What is that?
It's called Clouds. It's blue-orange, so it's probably good.
Okay.
I don't know. I pulled it off my shelf. Too late to change.
That's the
All right.
fastest decision we've ever made in that particular regard.
Yeah. All right, folks, we got about 10 minutes or so left in the show. If you have any questions for me, Eric, Crystal, or mostly Abby, since she's hardly ever here, now's the time to ask them.
They're still guessing.
Oh, the people are guessing, and as some of the people here are mentioning, when you guys were talking about the thousands, those are city numbers. Townships are not that big.
Yeah, I
So-
don't actually know what a township is.
Yeah, I don't either.
In all seriousness, are either of you going to participate in the Battling Tops event? I think it's usually Saturday night.
I don't know. I was unaware. I'm very new to all of this BGG stuff, so I've kind of been flying by the seat of my pants thus far.
At the very least, you need to go watch it because it is so that area where you were before we went on the air, where all the dexterity games are, they rope that off and set up 8 tables of Battling Tops and do a tournament. And people dress up in luchador masks and as crazy personas, and it is amazing to see. It's a lot of fun to participate as well. But I actually came in 3rd place 2 years ago in the whole tournament, which is my claim to fame, and I retired.
That's awesome.
But you need to see it. If you're not going to participate, you still need to see it at least once and see what's going on over there.
Okay.
It's hard to miss because people will start screaming.
Goodness. Something is happening.
What? Oh, it's the Cardinal. It's Cardinal. He's back.
I did not bring any weird costumes with me to BGG Con, so.
Supposed to have
And now Tom's just not talking. He's a bird.
He's
He's
just
to make noise, so he's big for the chat.
Yeah, make some noise so the chat can see you, Tom. Or take it off. You know,
you
whatever.
took it off. So the chat is asking if we know anything about Pandemic Legacy Season 3. Have we heard any official information about that?
Oh, first of all, don't answer any more questions where they type in all caps. That's like opposed to the rules. So I'm not answering on it.
Fine.
Sorry, if you type in all caps, that's rude. That's like shouting. So let's go back to questions.
What are your favorite games to play with family on Thanksgiving?
Time's up. Oh, no. I'll scratch that. The Jackbox games.
Oh, okay.
Have you played the new Jackbox Party Pack 5 yet, Tom?
No, is it good?
It's not my favorite, but they've got a couple really fun ones in there.
Tell me what the most fun one is.
That is a good question. I actually kind of like the rap battles one. You get to type in your own, like, it's kind of Mad Lib style at first. They give you like a sentence and you fill in a word, and then you get to write the whole next line, and then you create a 4-line stanza basically, and then a robot recites whatever you typed. So if your family likes typing very silly things, it gets ridiculous. And then yeah, the robots do battle, and you can like cheer or boo for the robots as they're rap battling. It's silly, but that one's pretty fun. They brought back You Don't Know Jack, which if you like video games, that's great, obviously. It's the same. It's, Cookie Masterson back at it again. Yeah, there weren't any in this group specifically that stuck out as bad ones. I think Jackbox Party Pack 3 might still be my favorite overall. But I don't know. I like 3, 4, and 5, so...
I used to play You Don't Know Jack with the family all the time. The original, like, 1st and 2nd edition of that. We would gather around the computer with our fingers on the Z key. It was, that was a blast.
Me and Z played that on the way to the last convention, actually. How much Halloween candy is left at each of our homes? Too much in my home.
I still have a bunch.
I still have like 15 bars or something.
What's funny is all of my leftover candy isn't from trick-or-treating. It's from lack of trick-or-treaters. Because after we went off the air last time, I went downstairs and I sat there for an hour and not a single kid came.
I am so sorry we made you do that. That's so uncool.
No, it was fine. And now my friends, every time they come over, get some candy. So
yeah, I think no one came like while Dice Tower Tonight was on for me.
Yeah.
Between 7 and 8, there were no kids, and then like 2 big groups came after.
Oh, really?
Weird. Yeah, but we had 20 people total.
20? That's it? Wow.
Yeah, it was last year, which was 16.
Jeez.
we don't have a good streak.
Somebody in the chat asked what the bobsledding game I was playing was earlier that I was talking about. And that was Marble Bobsleigh. Bobsleigh. I think I spelled that right.
Yeah. It's from the Gemblow company. My kids still have a little bit of candy. They've got like half of their pumpkins left, which is still a good amount.
Ambi, which 18XX is the best for beginners?
I mentioned this in the Where to Start video, but I think 1830 is good. 1846 people say is good. Well, these are mainly because they're available for you to get. So
yeah, they're more widely distributed than some of the others, right?
Yeah.
Because you taught me 1857 for my first 18XX.
Which is not... No.
What?
None.
Oh.
What?
Noni. Noni? What does Noni mean?
No. Yeah, so 1830 or 1846 are available. 1889 if you have money or want to print and play it, I think.
That's a good place to start, printing and playing an entire 18XX game.
If you already know how to print and play stuff and like doing it,
then
maybe. But yeah, I would not recommend starting doing that because it's a lot.
Abby, how long have you been into hobby games?
Hobby games? I think like in 2009 or something, I started playing Dominion, and then we got Arkham Horror in like 2012 or 11 or something. I don't remember. And then
so coming up on 10 years.
Yeah. But I played like board games my whole life. Just I don't know when they start being called hobby games.
I don't know. I usually just call them board games. If that's what the question person wrote. Can you imagine if there had been HeroScape Legacy? Yeah, that's too expensive.
Can you imagine ripping up the figures though? Be like, oh, this guy died. I gotta rip his out. Oh man, it came off. Fine, I'll fix it. It's back. I'll fix it. Oh, it's like a rare out of print dragon. Okay, no, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
You know, when Eric breaks something on the dice tower, I feel like you are now part of the family.
I didn't mean to do that.
Anyway, I opened Betrayal Legacy today. I was looking through it. Looks like there's a lot of cool stuff.
I'm really excited to try that one. Betrayal was one of my very first hobby games back in 2007 when I first started
hobby
playing.
Games.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm trying to use the vernacular that we've already established in the stream, man. Come on. But yes, that was one of my first games into the hobby formally. And so I'm excited about Betrayal Legacy.
I will say, so I was looking through it. The component quality of the pieces I can see is not the best. Avalon Hill is still cutting corners in that regard. And so what do you think the first thing I did after I looked at the pieces in the box?
I don't know.
Well, if you played Legacy games before, what would you have done?
Start opening up envelopes?
No. Are you kidding? I don't open stuff up till I play the game.
Insert?
Huh?
Look under the insert?
Yes, good. That is yes. And there is something under the insert. Which says, do not open until instructed. I was like, all right.
All right, fine.
But also, companies, you can stop putting stuff under the insert. We look there all the time now.
Right.
I'm just happy that there are stairs from the main floor landing to the basement landing in this new version.
I always thought that was fun.
No, because I always like fell down the coal chute and got trapped in the basement and couldn't come upstairs.
And you couldn't find your way back up, yes.
Right, because if you can't find the stairs, then you're just stuck down there. That always happens to me.
Then the haunt starts and you're all alone. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's asked if we're going to do that choosing games thing to review during Dice Tower tonight. We will do that in the future. It's just that right now, if we did that, we would just be joking that we're going to review them because it's not going to happen for a while.
Because you have so many Essen games.
The hot Essen games are here, and even the two games that we picked last time, which I can't remember what they are, they're like buried under a pile of good games. So they're it's gonna happen. And I don't want to make that queue longer.
Right, but I mean, I was looking forward to doing that with Essen games. That'll be fun to do.
Oh yeah, and see, I'm too selfish to do it with actually good games.
At some point, Tom, you gotta give us.
Man, what that day will be really fun for us, Eric, when he comes and he's got like the 3 brand new hot titles that like just released from something. That's where it's going to be a good day.
I don't see that happening, but yeah, that will be a good day.
Eric is coming. Okay, first of all, Eric is coming to the Dice Tower retreat. All those hot games will be there. All 3 of you are coming on the cruise. We are working on that now. All these games will be on the cruise.
Yes, I'm so excited about the cruise. I cannot even say. I'm just, I can't. I'm ready now. If I didn't have to skip the holidays, I'd say let's do it. But I like the holidays, so
the cruise is almost too close for my liking. There's still a lot of stuff we have to do for it, but the library is almost done. We're at 350 games, I think. But I almost, like we were talking about this today in the studio. I almost want to say it's the best convention library on earth. And I know Board Game Geek's library is humongous and cool, but there's a lot of trash in that library. I like that library, but there's a lot of trash there. We are trying to have no trash. There's games I hate in the Dice Tower library, but I wouldn't call them trash. They're like quality games that I hate. No, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I've been to so many libraries. Like, for example, I won't mention names of conventions, but I've been to some conventions where I go through the library and I'm like, no, not this shelf. No, not that shelf. And finally, I find a game I want to play. I want to, like, the best library I think I've seen. Well, Dice Tower Con is a good library, but I think Origins Cabs probably had a pretty good library.
They do have a very good library.
A good library needs to have constant culling. Like, we have a lot of games that are going to be in the library for the Dice Tower Retreat and Dice Tower Cruise that will be there probably only this year. Because we'll watch it and say, oh, no one was playing that game. It's out.
Yeah.
Well, Ambi and I are vlogging from here at BGG Con, and we're going to cut all of our footage together after the fact and put it up on the Dice Tower channel. So we will make sure that we get some footage in the BGG library so you can judge its current state for yourself, Tom.
Again, I got to be really careful. I like the BGG library. It's fine. It's just humongous. And there is a lot of games that aren't very good because it's comprehensive. It doesn't make it a bad library.
Well, they call it too.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
do.
It's a lot bigger than they bring it to the con, and they check who plays it, and they call it a lot. So I really like the BGG library.
Eric, if you guys do a vlog, I want Eric to record one of those reaction videos. So it all just like.
Oh, the whole thing. I'm just like. Oh.
Well, we're going to see you on the cruise in 2 months, Eric.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Eric and Crystal, someone pointed out in the chat, they said, knowing the chat, the hottest games would be voted out in these things, and you would never get them anyway.
True.
I know.
Literally, like, there would be a game that we've been waiting for years, and the chat would vote it out immediately.
Yeah. First go.
Says, Ambi, are you recording any songs at Board Game Geek Con?
No, not this year. I haven't had time to make songs.
We're working on. I'm working on lyrics for a new parody that we're both gonna do, but I've been working on it for a little while. We'll see. I think it's gonna be really funny when we put it out, though.
I've been working on a musical for a while, but
she's working on an 18XX musical, folks. You heard it here first.
What?
It's actually happening.
It's gonna take a while to make.
Is it a Hamilton parody? Because that would be awesome.
No, different musical.
All right. Well, I'll keep guessing internally.
Eric, you know there are other musicals, right?
I do. Yes.
Older musical.
Okay.
Matilda.
That's not that much older.
Well, it's older. I'm just going, okay.
My Fair Lady.
That's super old.
Guessing.
7 Brides.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one, Tom, but I probably know.
Are you two recording an episode of Board Game Blitz while you're at BGG-Con?
That is our plan.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, we are planning on recording an episode together because we don't get to do that very often. We usually Skype when we record our episodes, obviously. So yeah, that is the plan.
Have we ever recorded an episode?
No, we've actually, in 2.5 years, we've never recorded an episode of the podcast in the same place at the same time. So yeah, this will be our first.
Yeah.
Wait, not even at MeepleCon?
No, we never,
because
since I was working at MeepleCon, it was really hard for me to get away to do other stuff and without being pulled away potentially. So we just never wanted to risk it.
Alrighty.
That'll be
well,
cool.
folks, we got to shut this down because I'm feeling guilty keeping them from going and playing games.
Yeah, they got some gaming time left.
It's really fun to watch Eric's face here. All right. Well, on to next time. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Crystal Pisano.
I'm Ambi Valdez.
And I'm Eric Summerer.
And you've been watching Dice Tower tonight.
Thanks for watching. Promotional consideration has been provided by game publishers in the form of review copies of games. Tom, Crystal, and I will see you in 2 weeks for another installment. Our show is supported by viewers like you. Thank you. Dice Tower Tonight is produced by Tom, Crystal, and me with assistance from Derek Porter and Rob Searing. The most popular duck in Paris provided by Francis Drake. Timothy Pinkham composed our theme, and hosting is provided by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games at great prices at CoolStuffInc.com. Give us your feedback on the Dice Tower Guild at Board Game Geek on Facebook or Twitter, or by emailing us at dicetower@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit the other shows in the Dice Tower Network. Find something new at dicetowernetwork.com. Until next time, from all of us at the Dice Tower, have fun gaming.
Ooh, that was very in sync there.
Well, they're next to each other. Go play something.
Okay.
Yeah.